right, folks. So I just finished up reading the DNA analysis report prepared by Sherry Culhane. And, I got to say, folks, this whole thing was just, I mean, so pretty much the pertinent information is this. Stephen Avery's DNA, besides the blood that was planted on the interior of Teresa Halbach's vehicle, was only found in his garage, on the molding of his door in his trailer, his couch, and a couch in his brother Chuck's house, inside the door, and his bathroom sink. That's it. Teresa Halbach's DNA was only found in the rear cargo area of her vehicle, the panel of the rear cargo area, the cargo door, and the metal frame of the rear cargo area. Also on a Wild Cherry Pepsi can that was inside of her vehicle. Beyond that, the only other place that they found her DNA was on the bullet fragment in Stephen Avery's garage, and on two pieces of charred material that were recovered from the quarry. Yeah, that's it. That's the only place besides her own vehicle that they found any of Teresa Halbach's DNA at all. At all. Now, this is very telling. Brendan Dassey said, you know what? I'm going to amend that statement. Brendan Dassey was coached to say that she had been handcuffed and leg ironed to Stephen Avery's bed. Well, those handcuffs and those leg irons were tested for DNA. They found two or more individuals' DNA profiles. Stephen Avery was one of them. But more telling than that, Teresa Halbach was not. She's been excluded from the handcuffs and the leg irons. Yeah, there's no way. If she'd have been shackled to that bed, I don't give a fuck if they put a buffer between her leg irons and the handcuffs and her skin. There would be DNA material on those pieces. Now, in a stain from the quarry, they found a DNA sample, a human DNA sample, but it is no match to Alan, Brian, or Steve, but it is male. And on fabric from Chuck's couch cushion, they found DNA consistent with a male, but a different male than the material from the quarry. And it is also inconsistent with Alan, Brian, or Stephen Avery. Interesting, don't you think? Now, I read over this entire DNA analysis report, and, the hairs collected from the rear cargo area, no exam was performed at that time, why? And it is also stated that a red-handled toothbrush of Teresa Halbach's was collected. Wonder if it made a pit stop in ballistics before it was taken to the lab. And they tested a knife that they found. There was a red stain on the knife, but it was tested inconsistent with any blood. Let's see. Yeah, so that's pretty much it there, folks. Is out of the entire DNA report, Teresa Halbach's DNA was only found in two places outside of her vehicle. One was on some charred material that was recovered from the quarry. The other was on the bullet that didn't even have any actual visible blood on it. So my question to you is this, folks. Why is her blood only found in 2 areas outside of her vehicle, neither of which is Stephen Avery's home? And the only reason why they say that those were her bones in the pit was because they were consistent with the burn pattern, essentially. And I can understand linking up the bones like that, but, none of the charred material found in Stephen Avery's burn pit tested positive for Teresa Halbach's DNA. And see, this is what I'm trying to say, folks. It doesn't make any sense. None of the physical evidence bears out what the prosecution is saying happened. So, in my next video, I am going to present to you a scenario in which the physical evidence does fit. And trust me, it does not point to Stephen Avery. So that's what I got here, folks. And I'm going to go ahead and end this video now. In my next video, I will present to you a scenario in which the evidence does fit. I'm not going to name names. I'm just going to give you my theories based on the evidence available. Based on the concrete evidence that we can prove comes from Teresa Halbach. So thank you very much for watching, and we'll see you next time.